What's up, YouTube? Today we're going to talk about the Gravely ZTXL52 inch zero turn mower. 1 year review. Sit tight and enjoy the show. So I got the Gravely back in November of 2018, and it's now April of 2020. So I've had it a little bit more than a year. In the beginning, it was a good mower. It started off really great. Obviously I'm using it for commercial use, and it's not a commercial mower, but there's very subtle differences between the commercial mower and this one. Having the 52-inch deck has been definitely a blessing. It's a strong motor. It's got the Kawasaki 23 horse engine on it. Some of the things that I did notice started to kind of deteriorate over time, and I do have about 300 hours on it now. Some of the deterioration that I did start to see was in belts. I was burning through belts like left and right, 6, 7 in one season. And I know when you do commercial mowing, you're going to go through some belts, but that seemed really high. So I started going to the local Gravely dealer to help with some maintenance issues when I didn't have time to change oil and do stuff like that. And quickly realized that the local Gravely dealer, when I went in for an oil change, they came back with me with a figure of like $400 because they'd done all this maintenance to it that, hell, I didn't request. So after I got all that solved, and then I started having the belt issues, I took it back up there, and then really got to thinking long and hard about it. I didn't want them working on it, so I went ahead and got to diagnose and put a new belt on it and looked at it. And one of the biggest things that I noticed was that the tension pulley on the deck, the arm that holds it into place, it was higher than the rest of them. Well, come to find out, the bolt had started walking its way out. So after tightening that up and get it running right, I started kind of really going through it and realized there's a lot of stuff that just started, I guess, from vibration working its way out. The seat came completely off one day because the bolts that holding the seat in place were just not tight. The armrest, one of the armrests came off, and they just walked their way out. And I got to thinking, I'm like, I understand it's not a commercial mower, but why? So here it is. And I'll do a quick walk around. FR69 1V Kawasaki 23 horse engine. And I keep it pretty clean. Wash it. I put an aftermarket tow hitch on it. Another thing that I did notice is that these casters, they never stay tight. So, a little bit of a thread lock in there will fix it. But overall, I have to say my 1 year opinion, has been pretty good, other than having to deal with, the random nuts and bolts coming loose. Lays down pretty good stripes. It does not hug a wall or a hill at all. The rubber dampeners here. I did have one of these control arms come loose one time. Basic maintenance crap that goes with it. It cuts very well. It doesn't take tall grass. Very good. You have to make multiple passes on it. It does mulch leaves really great. So just kind of a basic idea. I'll fire it up for you, let you hear it. Well, that's a dead cold start. I haven't started it in 2 days. So I think that overall, as a residential mower, I think that it would probably be a great mower for somebody that's only mowing their grass once every week or once every 2 weeks for 45 minutes to an hour. We're putting massive hours on it, beating the crap out of it, and after a year, I would say it's generally a pretty good mower. Commercial use, I mean, obviously, if you're starting out and you don't have the funds to get one of these gnarly high dollar mowers, it's definitely a great starter one. But if you're going to put massive hours on it, I would definitely suggest, spending the money and getting the right piece of equipment for what you're doing. But for residential, I mow a piece of property that's probably 4 acres. And it cuts it real well. I don't have any issues with it cutting. The other thing is that if you're cutting huge lots with it, you'll start to notice that the literature that Gravely put out for the for this mower, saying I forget what it was like 13 mile an hour top speed. There's no way that it goes that fast. It is significantly slower than the other mowers that I have ridden in my years. So I think that if you're looking for something with speed, that you need to get big pieces of land done quickly and efficiently, you might want to look somewhere else for it. But overall, generally, it's a good mower. So sit tight. I'll have another review on another piece of equipment. Smash the like button, subscribe button. We'll be talking about, gobs of different things, advertisement, lawn care business stuff. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching.